situation here Longwe, especially in the Kuluma I'll be the first parent to say I'd rather see him in prison than to see him suffering with substance abuse.
So how do you respond to the allegations that you killed Senzo?
I'm actually saddened that my own people can do this to me, you know. I mean, it was a robbery gone wrong, you know. I was even the coward of the day because I actually ran out as those gunmen actually came in and requested phones and money from us. I was actually the first to stand up to try and protect everyone.
Amaphoyisa njengamanje kumele engabe abopha uLongwe Twala for killing uSenzo. Senzo was shot by Longwe Twala. There was no one who entered the house. Bese ebopha all these police who have defeated the ends of justice.
All right, Chicco Twala, the father to Longwe Twala, who was at the house when Senzo Meyiwa was shot, as he alleges that he was not in the house when the actual incident that took Senzo Meyiwa's life happened. But then we're going to look into that. Chicco Twala had an interview with Umhlobo Wenene as of the 8th of March 2024. The interview took place around, was it 7, 8, 9, around there? I'm not sure, but between, around that time, right? So in that interview, he said quite a number of things that I am going to, I'm definitely have to share the actual audio with you, right? But there is something that, there is a tone or the way Chicco Twala speaks. I don't know if you will notice that, if you will pick it up. In this video, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to interrogate everything that he said. I'm just gonna allow you to explore and hear yourself what he said, right? Then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to now transition into or allow you to listen to what Longwe Twala said in describing the incident, right? Or look as to how Senzo Meyiwa was shot and right? So I have that. Today I just decided that I'm gonna have to play it all, and I will let it. I just gonna allow everything to unfold, and I just wanna allow you to listen to every single thing. The order that I have got Longa Twala, I think it's around 11 minutes if I'm not mistaken. So I just want you to listen to Chicco Twala. But before we go into Chicco Twala, I would love you to do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, part of the things that Chicco Twala said that he needs somebody to provide him with circumstantial evidence that will link Longwe with this thing. I find it quite strange as to the conversation that as to whether or not he has the conversation daily with the Meyiwa family and he's willing to support the Meyiwa family. I'm not sure if you remember, there was a video that was done where the Meyiwa family, the mother of Senzo Meyiwa said that the people who took Senzo Meyiwa's life, why can't they then come and assist the family, seeing that the family is this struggling? So not long ago, the mother, I think, was quoted or was interviewed by, was it Newsroom Africa? So if you listen to what Chicco Twala is saying versus what the mother said, I kind of see a clash there, because Chicco Twala is saying that he's consistently supporting the mother. So then I said to myself, if that's the case, I forgot to switch off my phone.
Uzali bakho yavela xa kusithiwa uLongwe uyavela kule ndaba kaSenzo wabusithi indaba ngoqala umse police station. If uguilty akaboshwe. I-tough love uyinika abantwana bakho xa bakhulisa okanye wena uzama nje by all means into right mayifumana i-platform and uright ngoright urong ngorong uyawumela inyani wena.
You know, i-situation yakalongwe especially ngizokhuluma ngokuthi lebeka kuyo ngama-drugs. I'll be the first parent to say I'd rather see him in prison than to see him suffering with substance abuse. If Longwe was responsible for the murder of Senzo Mayua, I'll be the first person to make sure that let him save time. As the father, I'd rather see him saving time in jail than to see him suffering in the streets, drugs and all that. And I was not raised to protect kids, you know. I was not raised to protect kids who are who behave and who can hurt another people. It's that people is that they don't know this boy. I wish if they can meet him and see how humble he is. Longwe will never. I'm not protecting him as my son, but what I'm trying to say is that I have two sons, Longwe and Twala, and the people around them, they can tell what kind of characters they are. And if Longwe, trust me, he had shot to Senzo, I don't think he would have walked out of that house alive, because I knew Kelly Kumalo at that time, how she was close to Senzo. I don't know what happened. I don't want to speculate and say it's not him, because anything could happen. But what I want to say that if anyone who can come out and say it's him, I'll
siphinde safriza and umkhulu usathetha ngapha ndiyazi kodwa ke nexesha selisitsho ya masuse nje ivenkile ngelixesha sisayizamayo sizoyivala kanye nje emva koko ngoba ixesha lethu selisithi imizuzu yakho elishumi nesiphingatha phambi kona cha besigqibezela kulo mcimbi kaLongwe besithetha ngawona ngale case kaSenzo.
So what I was saying that if anyone can come with circumstantial evidence that can implicate him, I mean, I would definitely I would want to see him in prison because I did actually met with Senzo's mom, and I gave even today whatever that she needs, I'm supporting her. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what it's the first time, in fact, I even talk about this on radio. I'm communicating with Senzo's mom almost every day. Whatever that she needs, I'm there for her. She'll call me, she needs that. I'm more like Senzo to her, and it's not because I'm protecting something that is bad or my son. What I said, all that I wanted to make sure that she's okay because she's going through a lot. She's going through, I mean, when Senzo was there, Senzo used to make sure that Umama all right, she gives her all that she needs. But since he's gone, the situation is not the same. Hence, I made time to go and say, make sure that Mama, anything that you need, call me. And I'm doing exactly that. I'm talking to her almost every day.
If that's the case, I said to myself, but then why? What is happening there? But it's a topic for another day. What I'm going to do right now, I just want to allow you to listen to Chicco Twala yourself. And I'm sorry, Longwe Twala. I just want you to listen to Longwe Twala, what he's got to say, how he describes the incident of the day. You will be your own judge. Today, when it comes to this one, I'm not even in the mood to unpack it. One day, I will definitely do so, but not today. Today, I just want to I want to allow you to do just allow yourself, your investigative instinct, let it take place. You and I, guys, will meet the next time. But for now, listen to what Longwe Twala has got to say. See you on the next one. But until such a time, please take care.
We welcome you to the Drive, Longwe. Thank you so much for responding to our invitation on the back of a conversation we had with your father yesterday and Sam Mayua the day before. So how do you respond to the allegations that you killed Senzo?
I'm actually saddened that my own people can do this to me, you know. I I mean, it was a robbery gone wrong, you know. I was even the coward of the day because I actually ran out as those gunmen actually came in and requested phones and money from us. I was actually the first to stand up to try and protect everyone, not realizing that the other guy was also had a gun and pointed a gun at me, and I actually ran out the door after that. After he pointed that gun at me in self-defense. From then, I was outside. I wanted to go get help, but it was late. Neighbors and everyone was sleeping. I didn't even have my phone because I left it at the house, so I couldn't call the cops. So then a fight broke loose inside because obviously Senzo was protecting Kelly because the guys were handling Kelly, requesting money and stuff from her. And then a fight broke loose. Basically, Senzo was protecting everyone and he fought the guys. Everyone in the house fought as I was outside. And then that's when the guys actually released the gunshots. And the intention, I think, was also not to kill Senzo, but they were protecting themselves because Senzo was overpowering them as he's a strong goalkeeper and was actually beating them. And that's when the bullet actually went in from the back and killed Senzo.
So, as you probably know by now, there's a lot of talk around this case,
Yes.
and there are recent allegations that have surfaced with the hashtag Senzo Meyiwa on
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
But we want to just hear it from you. What actually happened on that day?
Basically, what happened, I could say, was a robbery gone wrong.
Were you in the house?
I was in the house when those two guys. I remember the two guys. One was a tall, light guy who was wearing a sporty. One was a short guy wearing a sort of khaki-ish jacket. He had dreadlocks. So when they came in, they demanded money and cell phones from us. Then I stood up because I was scared because I didn't know what was going on. Basically, I was actually probably the coward of the day. Let me put it that way. You know,
Yeah.
I stood up in because I tried to fight one of the guys in order to defend everyone and defend myself, but not knowing that he had a gun. So he pointed the gun at me. And that's when I ran out the door because I didn't know what was going to happen.
What were you all doing in the house just before these two guys entered the home?
Basically, it was the time when I was dating Uzandi. I mean, I came that day innocently. I was checking the chair. You know what I mean? I didn't come to even chill, you know. I just came to pick Zandi up, but then Zandi told me, to know the mother has cooked some Sunday lunch. Can I please stay over for the lunch? So it was actually, Sunday, can I stay over for the lunch and everything? So I was like, okay, no, why not? You know, I loved Zandi at the time, you know. I wanted also a good reputation towards the mother and everything. So, you know, I stayed. So whilst we're eating, that's when we're eating, sharing jokes and everything, and then that's when these two guys came in and requested money and cell phones from us. Yeah.
So, I mean, to your recollection, you mentioned the fact that you ran out the house. I mean, is there anything else that is quite telling that you remember from that night in terms of what happened after Senzo was shot?
Basically, I don't know what happened in the house because I was not in the house at the time. I was outside. All I heard was 3 gunshots. And then
From outside the house?
From outside the house. All I heard was 3 gunshots. But what I remember after was just chaos. Obviously, we were trying to bring Senzo back, you know what I mean? Drove him to hospital and everything, and only to find out the sad news that he had passed on. It was chaos, you know what I mean? And I'm speechless as well because,
I mean, obviously, it's a case and it's an investigation. So, in terms of interactions with the police, I mean, what's been your experience with that since the incident? Have you been interacting with the police? Have they called you?
Yes, we've been investigated. We're investigated hardcore by police. They took our phones. I went in for questioning and everything.
Did you guys which phones?
Our personal cell phones.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
they hadn't taken them from you.
They took them from us, and then
the criminals, I mean.
No.
Okay.
The criminals, they couldn't take my phone because I ran out. I had my phone in my pocket, so they didn't take my phone. So then they took my phone and everything just to check if I've got any involvement in the murder. and they didn't find anything. We were acquitted by the police. We were actually acquitted. So I don't understand where all this is coming from. You know, this.
Yeah, and to be fair to you and some of the people who may or may not know why all of a sudden these allegations have surfaced, aside from the fact that Senzo Meyiwa's dad was on the drive making his own allegations, but there is a Twitter handle, I think it's at Advocate Barry Rue.
Yes, heard about that.
A number of things that have surfaced, and I'm going to just to clarify, get things out of the way. Did you supply Kelly Khumalo with drugs? Was there ever any altercations based on drug money?
No, nothing at all. Because I mean, I've been clean. You know, even at that time, I was clean from drugs. Kelly herself is off drugs, so I don't know what these people are talking about. Even Kelly doesn't take drugs anymore. So it's all rubbish.
All right.
Yeah.
And one of the most frequently asked questions from our listeners on the drive after our conversation with your dad, Chicco Twala, yesterday, there are about 19, if not more, tweets of people asking, why did Kelly call your father, Chicco, before calling the police? How did that happen? What exactly happened?
Basically, the police were there already.
Okay, so they arrived before Chicco.
Yeah, the police were there already, and I don't know who called them because I was also, you know, very saddened. I was actually crying in a way because I'm a Orlando Pirates supporter myself. You know, how can I murder my own goalkeeper, and how can I murder Senzo in front of his best friend without him coming out to get me in jail? Doesn't make sense.
One of the other massive talking points, and also the reason primarily why your father decided to speak to us yesterday, is around the gun. And one of the allegations is that the gun that shot Senzo was in fact your dad's gun. And he came on the show yesterday and he was responding to that. I mean, what's your response to how that has now played a role in compounding the allegations, the story around the gun?
Yeah, well, my father is a very powerful man. Sorry to put it this way. My father's got a lot to protect, but he doesn't walk around with bodyguards. My father carries his gun 24/7. You know what I mean? He would never make that mistake and leave his gun anywhere. You know, he always has his gun on him. You know, and I respect my father. Why would I take his gun and mess around with it? You know what I mean? I could never do such a thing.
Obviously, these allegations are doing the rounds and it's having an impact on your life.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
Yeah, I'm actually saddened that my own people could do this to me. I'm saddened that people just believe anything that comes from the media. The media is making money. They can write anything they want to write in order to destroy somebody, in order to gain something. But I, as a person, I'm actually very scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm not scared of that I can be arrested for killing Senzo because I know I'm innocent. I'm just scared that, you know, I can get the wrong crowd of people who can attack me for no reason.
I mean, Sam Meyi was...
I was about to say, it's interesting because Sam Meyiwa is, according to him, allegedly receiving death threats. So we have no idea where that could be coming from. So... we said we'd be taking calls, but we're not taking calls. What are we doing right now?
Well, we got a lot of tweets coming in, and obviously people are asking all types of questions, and I suppose a lot of them are around what we've already been discussing around who called the ambulance. I mean, for example, and it's all in the name of clarity, quite frankly. I mean, here's a tweet from Massive_Sound saying, why did Kelly call Longwe's father instead of the ambulance when Senzo was shot? I mean, do you guys have, you know, a discussion in terms of recalling the incidents of that night as you guys looked back and came together again?
Basically, you know, I don't know why everything's on me. Kelly should also be here to actually explain her part of the story.
Maybe she should be brought into studio next.
Because I seriously don't know why everything is pointed at me. I don't know how even ambulance and stuff was called because I was even because Kelly was the one who drove Senzo to the hospital. I followed probably 30, 40 minutes later because I couldn't find the hospital. You know what I mean? So I don't know how other arrangements were done.
Why do you think, and I know this is a loaded question because you are not investigating this case, why do you think it is taking police so long to find what is clearly indicating to be a bunch of amateur robbers?
It's either these robbers are not South Africans, they probably skipped the country, Or it's just that, well, maybe the police are just not getting their forensic investigation right. They're not working hard enough.
All right. Well, you know, I think we've pretty much asked all the questions that people have been asking on Twitter, and we certainly appreciate you making the time to be here. We have decided not to take calls, and I do apologize to everybody who's calling in at the moment. But otherwise, you know, he came and he said what he's had to say. So you can continue to tweet us at MoFlavorDJ, at Master Chabandlovo, and be sure to hashtag the Drive on Metro, and you can also hashtag Senzo Meyiwa. As it continues, I certainly hope that we find answers, and I certainly hope that someone, whoever is responsible for the death of Senzo, gets brought to book. Mo?
No, absolutely. And, you know, I'm deeply saddened by what happened. I mean, before you go along, how do you feel about everything? The fact that Senzo's killer hasn't been found?
I feel saddened, actually, that especially that fingers are pointed at me. You know, I feel that the police really need to get the investigation, the forensic investigation right. You know what I mean? And stop pointing fingers. You know what I mean? I was just saddened that that Senzo's gone, obviously, and that my own people could also do this to me, you know.
All right. Thank you so much, Longwe. Twala on the Drive on Metro. It's time for headlines with Khupedi Dilokwe and sport news with Owen Honey.
Amaphoyisa njengamanje kumele engabe abopha uLongwe Twala for killing uSenzo. Senzo was shot by Longwe Twala. There was no one who entered the house. Bese ebopha all these police who have defeated the ends of justice. Senzo was shot by Longwe Twala. Listen. A call was made by Tumelo. The first call when Senzo was shot. What Tumelo? A boyfriend, Kazandi, of which he didn't know by name, had shot Senzo, and then a phone was dropped. At the background, Ukeli, she was crying, Senzo. And that information was given to the SAPS. Why they do not want to